Alright, so it is part 2 to the carb rebuild series on this channel. It is now a series, I've now made it a series. So, we've got the carbs, we rebuilt them in the last video. Here's a beautiful E30. So now all we're going to do is reattach the heat shield, reattach the carbs. That's what's going to be in this video, and then in the next one, hopefully we will be able to get the car started, get the car running, and then we've also got to check the radiator system, change some hoses, do all that good stuff, refill it. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it because we've got limited sunlight, so yeah. So ignore the fact that I'm in my pajamas, I do not care. Heat shield, I disconnected it for no reason whatsoever, just kind of to find a screw. It's a 10mm, and if this video seems slightly rushed, it's because we are kind of in a hurry to get this car on the road. So there we go. So it's just 4 bolts. It's pretty self-explanatory. We've also got these fuel filters to install, because my current fuel filters, if you look at that one, first of all, it's not very nice, and the one at the back is even worse. So your heat shield just kind of slides on underneath everything. Alright, so the next thing that we got to do is put the fuel filters on. The battery is about to die, but the fuel filter is pretty self-explanatory. Just unclip the 2 hose clamps, put the new filters on, and then there's also one next to the fuel pump, which is under here somewhere. I'm not too sure if you can see it because it's quite dark, but essentially it's the same thing. Undo 2 hose clamps and put it back on. So we're not going to record that part because we're going to let the camera charge, but yeah, we'll be back when that's done. Alright, so we are back. We've just changed both fuel filters. We turned them on and forgot that we didn't have carbs, and some fuel came out, so we're going to have to prime the car a bunch when we do put the carbs on, which is what we are going to do now. So these are our fully rebuilt carbs. They're very nice, and we're just going to start installing them. Boom, back on. Now these almost dropped the thing. These carbs are kind of weird, as in you've got to like have them slightly off to put like the nuts and bolts on, which I find kind of weird, but I don't know. So there it is. It's on. I'm going to need Etienne to give me a hand, so we'll come back when we've put both carbs on. Essentially it's the same process, it's just these 4 bolts here. Slide them on, tighten them all down, and then we'll come back when we have to connect all the linkages and whatnot back together. Alright, so we've got the first carb on with the help of Etienne, and now I'm going to need his help to put the second one back on, but this is why. So this is the throttle linkage, it attaches like that. As you see, it will move both linkages together on the carbs. So we're going to get the second one on and we'll come back in a second. So yeah, we got that installed. I've just reattached this little ball joint thing, so now everything will move in unison. We got still attached the carb fully, it's kind of just sat on there at the moment. So yeah, so now we've got all the hoses on. Last thing to do is just put the choke cables on. Alright, and so that's it, man. The car is fully finished. Well, not fully finished, but still got to tune it up and stuff. But that's the end of this video. That's the full install of the carbs. Now we're just going to prime it, try to get the car started. But you can look forward to seeing that in the next video because this battery's about to die. But yeah, so the next video we'll get it started, get it tuned, and then get the radiator hoses switched over, and that's it, she'll be on the road. But yeah, if you enjoyed that video, just like and subscribe, always comment below and drop me a text on Instagram if you want to do anything. But yeah, the 240Z should be back on the road in the next video. I'm going to go put this battery on charge for a bit. So yeah. Thank you for watching. And the mic around, man. I'm speechless. We have actually got the car running. It's gotten very dark. we are flushing the radiator at the moment. But man, we have got the car running, the carbs went back on, everything was working, we cranked it over and it just started, so we are more than gassed, man. It's just crazy. I've not had this car running in months. I'm sorry that it's a bit dark and you can't really see much, but right now what we're doing is we've changed the radiator hoses to the blue Mishimoto ones. Now I'll probably show you this tomorrow, but I just thought I'd get it on video that we actually did get the car started. The flow meter, which we have over there to tune the carbs with, which we'll probably do later on, or I'll just explain it quickly and we will do it. So, the way you tune an SU, could you provide some light? Is that alright? So sorry. The way you tune the SUs is with one of these. It's a flow meter. You can now see the blue radiator pipes, man. Flushing it out, refilling it. Got the little work engine light on. But the way to tune the SUs is one of these. These are a flow meter. You can get them online. And you just put them up to the open carb and you'll see that it's reading about 10, 11. And this one is reading about 7. So the way you adjust that is with this screw over here, just behind the SU carbs. We're going to adjust them, make sure they both match. That is essentially one of the main things that you need to do when balancing the carbs. That's how you balance them. Now underneath is the adjustment screw. We already adjusted them whilst rebuilding them. We've set them to 3 full turns. It's a good place to start. You can obviously change them to your preference and whatever suits your car the best. That's what we've gone with, 3 turns, and obviously we'll balance the carbs and they'll be fully tuned and ready for road testing and whatnot. So we are going to quickly balance these carbs by just adjusting that screw. I think clockwise brings it up and anti-clockwise brings it down. So yeah, just make sure they're both balanced. About 10 is about okay for these. So we're going to balance them both to 10, and then we're going to flush this radiator system, put in the new fluid, and then yeah, we're going to go out for a little drive, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned for more content. Obviously the E30, that's going to have a bunch of stuff done to it as well, but it's just too dark to film at the moment. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy, like, subscribe, comment, hit me on the Instagram DMs, and yeah, safe.